Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday, February 8th. What is a potcake? Well, a potcake is what the stray dogs throughout the Caribbean and the Turks and Caicos Islands are called. They're actually really hardy, smart, pretty incredible dogs, and no two really look alike. This is Willie the potcake, and that is Sonny the potcake. He's world famous. Hey, Bubba. Willie is going to daycare this morning. We're keeping him socialized. He's about a 6-month-old puppy. And Sonny is about 2.5 years old. Sonny doesn't quite get along with other dogs just yet. He loves Willie, actually. And Willie is really kind of helping him out quite a bit in that category. I have some great news today. And before we get to that, roll the intro. Alright, so let me tell you about the awesome news for a potcake. A few months ago, I was contacted by someone that saw Potcake Rescue on YouTube, and they wanted to get information about adopting a dog, a potcake specifically. And so I had a little bit of correspondence with the person and ended up connecting them to the shelter, Abaco Shelter on Great Abaco. As the shelter was communicating back and forth, they realized it was actually a 16-year-old boy. So they communicated with the boy that they wanted to speak with his parents so they could make sure things were all on the up and up and to get things rolling to where they could get the dog flown to the US. Well, there was a little bit of radio silence, and so we felt like, well, his parents either didn't know or something came up and the adoption's just not going to work. Well, I just got an email from someone that I don't know. She was thanking me for how much we did to help this little potcake named Louie. And it kind of caught me off guard because I just didn't know what she was talking about. So I responded and asked a few questions to try to figure out what's happening. What I realized over time was the 16-year-old boy in the US must have got things cleared with his parents, and so they are the ones that are adopting Louie. Now, Louie has an interesting story. It's a little bit sad. When the locals in the Bahamas have a hard time paying to feed their dogs, one of the things they do is they actually poison the dogs to kill them. It's a horrible, horrible thing. Terrible. So the little boy that had the dog Louie in the Bahamas contacted the shelter and said, hey, I think my dad is going to poison my dog. I think I need to give him up. And some time went by, and eventually the boy came back and said, yeah, my dad's going to poison the dog or is poisoning the dog, and so I need to give up my dog. Super sad. I think it was a young boy, that's my understanding. So, you know, it's just a little bit heart-wrenching to hear about this little boy giving up his dog. But the awesome thing is that Louie now has an adoptive home in the US, and I believe he is currently at a foster home in the Bahamas waiting on a flight to the US, or the flight to the US just happened and he's at a foster home in the US waiting for the connection to the 16-year-old boy and his family here in the United States. Awesome news, guys, and you know, when I read through the email, I feel so good about it, but I want you guys to know that you are a huge part of this. You guys are watching the video, sharing the video, liking the video. You're telling friends about it, you're telling neighbors about it, maybe you're actually even considering adoption yourself. So if that's the case, I just want to thank you all. You guys are the ones that are making this happen, and thanks to you, Louie is now going to have a safe home in the United States with a loving 16-year-old boy and his family. They're going to take care of him. I actually saw some pictures of the location here in the US, and I think they live on a farm or a ranch, So it looks like it's gonna be an awesome home. So excited for Louie and so excited for the family. And I just wanna thank you guys for helping make this happen. So here it is. We're all out there making a difference in the world. And so I will leave you with this. Continue to be the light and go out into your world and make a difference. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.